Phyllis Reynolds Naylor is an American author best known for her children and young adult fiction books. She was born on January 3, 1932 in Anderson, Indiana. As a traveling salesman, her father didn't stay long in one place. The relationships she formed, the landscapes, and the memories all influenced her in her later writings. Naylor grew up enjoying the stories and books that her parents shared with them when they were children. They would read stories out loud until they were teenagers. Naylor had many ideas for stories, and she wrote them down on the backs of used pieces of paper. Her first published story came at age 16 in a church magazine. Thrilled with success, Naylor ventured out, sending stories to a variety of prestigious children's magazines, only to receive rejection letters for 2 years in a row. Disappointed but wiser to the world of writing, she attended Juilliard Junior College. Writing was more of a hobby, and Naylor wanted a career. From picture books to historical fiction, mysteries, or novels for children, Naylor is a prolific writer. Her books can take a serious tone as she addresses issues children face, particularly children with challenges already in life, such as a sick father or a deceased mother. Naylor shows emotional growth and maturity in handling complex personal problems. In 1992, she won the Newbery Medal and the American Library Association Notable Children's Book Award for Shiloh. Then she wrote 2 more books for the trilogy Shiloh Season and Saving Shiloh, all of which have been made into movies. Naylor has published over 100 books and over 2,000 articles and stories. From her home in Maryland, she keeps finding ideas to write about her life, her family, and the world around her. Shiloh is a realistic fiction novel about an 11-year-old boy named Marty Preston who finds an abused beagle wandering in the hills near his house. After the dog follows him home, he names him Shiloh. Marty's father insists on taking Shiloh back to his rightful owner, Judge Travers. Fearing for the dog's safety because Judge drinks and treats his hunting dogs poorly, Marty does not want to return Shiloh. Shiloh returns to Marty, who then hides him from his family. After a confrontation from Judge, Marty negotiates a deal with him in which Marty will earn Shiloh for $40, paid with 20 hours of working for Judge. At the end of the story, they begin discussing dogs and Judge's father, who began physically abusing Judge when he was 4 years old. Finally, Judge warms to Marty and lets him keep Shiloh. Marty learns that morality is confounding and must choose between 2 choices: rescuing the abused Shiloh through stealing and lying, or allowing Judge to keep abusing Shiloh. Some themes of the novels are ethics, morality, and animal-human relationships. The Alice book series have been celebrated in Banned Books Week. These books have been criticized because of the sexual content, using offensive language, and being unsuited to age groups. These books have also made it to the American Library Association. There are 3 prequels to this series. The Alice series covers many topics, including relationships, dating, sex, friendship, life problems, families, God, and understanding. In the young adult fiction book of Alice in April, Alice is in 7th grade and faces the fact that she is turning 13 years old. Her Aunt Sally tells her she will be the woman of the house now. Alice starts to worry of how she will be able to take care of her father and her older brother Lester, since her mother passed away since she was 5 years old. She faces many problems that a typical teenager in middle school would face with responsibilities, but finds herself back with her friends just being a kid. The Boy with the Helium Head is a fantasy book that was about a little boy named Jonathan. He goes to the doctor for a flu shot and accidentally gets shot with a dose of helium. Now all he can do is float around the city. He enjoys staying away from his baby brother Sam and Duke Dunton, his school bully. This book lets kids use their imagination and fantasize of things they wouldn't be able to do in real life. The Boy with the Helium Head was also awarded the Yearling First Choice Chapter Book Award. Another Yearling book recipient is The Boys That Start War and the Girls Get Even. This juvenile fiction book is about the Hackworth brothers that were expecting 3 boys to move into the house across the river, where their best friends used to live. The Malloy girls arrived instead. Wally and his brothers decided to make Caroline and her sisters so miserable that they'll want to go back to Ohio, but they had encountered on the ingenuity of the girls. From dead fish to dead bodies, floating cakes to floating heads, the pranks and tricks continued. One question that Phyllis Reynolds Naylor has been always asked is, how long will I go on writing? And her answer has been always the same, as long as I can hold a pencil.